3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Not a process server, correct? No. Okay. And are both copies or?
I'd like to stamp both copies, yes.
She's going to keep one. Keep one stamping. We have one stamped and we'll retain it, please. Thank you.
Okay,
Get a conform copy. They're both the same.
No, they're separate documents.
But they're both the same. They're separate?
Separate documents. We have copies of the originals, so we're just giving you copies for your benefit.
Okay, so if I make a copy of the first page and stamp it, will that be okay?
That'd be
Great.
Perfect.
On both documents. First
Yes,
deal on
ma'am.
both documents.
No problem. Thank you.
So we have evidence of service. So notice to principals, notice to agent. Notice to agent is notice to police chief.
You can't talk about
You
it.
know you're personally liable.
You got to go
You'll be
Switzerland.
served. You'll be served next week or next time.
Once you guys are
Everyone
served and
standing
you
here
have
is
to put on
personally
notice of
liable.
what's going on, then you need to make a hard decision.
You have to make a hard decision.
You know, my dad was a deputy sheriff, and it ruined our family. The police academy is a 6-month training program. It's an MK Ultra extension program, and you guys are taught to not ask questions and to just follow orders, and that's not okay. We can't have that kind of world anymore. So
You have guns turned on its own people.
Constitution. Yeah, it just got served. What's the next step?
So we just served those papers. What is the next step there?
Yeah, so that's one of 3. So step 1 is notifying them of their personal liability, and every single person in this room is personally liable because they are currently protecting a foreign insurgency. You guys might not realize this, but this is a foreign invasion. This is treason, okay? Whoever's paying your paycheck right now is a foreign corporation. They are not our government. They're masquerading as government. So every single person here will be served in the next meeting, okay? I want you guys to know this because I don't want anyone to get in trouble.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a courtroom encounter that's anything but ordinary. From the moment this video starts, confusion meets conviction. Our so-called patriots walk in, armed with paperwork, bold claims, and total confidence in laws that don't exist. It's a collision of delusion and authority that's about to unravel right before our eyes, one misplaced legal theory at a time.
Are they also working for a corporation?
They're all working for a corporation. Every person here who has guns pointed against we the people, it's an act of foreign insurrection. Because none of these people have ever signed an oath of office to us. They are not legitimate. And if you guys want to look at the paperwork we sent here today, we went ahead and we did a forensics report on all the people that are currently signing oaths of office. They've never signed an oath of office to us. They've signed an oath of office to a foreign corporation. Okay, so this is an act of war. We have people coming over our borders. We are not safe here. They are not putting out a public broadcast to notify everyone of the dangers of the vaccines. We have informed them of all this information now, so now they can write their action. We're walking in sacred honor.
Yes, because that's very important. Do you know why you take an oath of office?
Ma'am, we're not here to answer any questions. We're just here to preserve the peace.
Well, you work for...
We're putting you on notice.
You work for the sheriff's department, correct?
Yes.
Do you know what the position of sheriff is?
We know it well, ma'am.
Well, could you answer that question?
I'm not here to answer any questions, and neither are my
Well,
deputies.
if you took an oath
We're here to
of...
preserve the peace, and that's it.
Right, okay. So if you took an oath of office, it's because you took that oath of office to a constitution. And the reason the constitution was put in place is to protect the people's rights, okay? That's a contract with the people, that you will protect the people from any foreign or domestic enemies, okay? That's why you took the oath of office, which is so critical. It's a sacred document which makes America a very special country. I come originally from a different country, okay? I experienced communism. And it's very important for you to know that when you take that oath of office, that I swear, right, who you are swearing to, that you are actually swearing to the people, not some politicians, okay, that are using you
Or the banks.
to actually
The banks.
violate the people's rights. So it's very important that you take it to your heart. Because when you go back home, you want to protect America, correct? You don't want America to become another communist country. Venezuela, I come from Czechoslovakia. I can tell you all about communism, okay? So this is why the oath of office is so, so critical. That every day, every moment you take the uniform on, the badge, the gun, that you are protecting the people's rights.
people.
Okay? Not some statutes, codes created by a corporation. Okay? And this is something probably just mind-blowing to you, probably never heard it before. But when you go home today or when you go to your desk, please look up 28 USC. USC stands for United States Code, Section 3002, Paragraph 15A. You know what that will tell you? Is that United States is a federal corporation.
The tension hits early. Karen steps forward, serving her notices as if she's declaring independence from reality. She calls deputies foreign agents, accuses them of treason, and acts like she's the highest authority in the room. What's fascinating is her absolute belief that these papers carry power. This is the first taste of the courtroom chaos to come. Law versus illusion. And illusion thinks it's winning.
You work for the United States, correct? Right? How can United States be a corporation? And then when you do further study, you will find out that this United States is located in District of Columbia through UCC Article 9307. Well, are we in District of Columbia right now?
No.
No.
So,
For the record.
if we are not in District of Columbia, where are we? Well, I know that I am on the land of Arizona, right? Arizona State, a republic, the constitutional republic that was created for us, the people. So what is this United States business, this federal corporation located in District of Columbia? You know what it is? It's an overlay, okay? That's an overlay they've created. And they also mirrored the organic constitution into a corporate constitution, okay? And this is really, really a rude awakening to realize that we've been invaded, meaning America has been invaded by foreign.
All right, guys, here's where things heat up. The Czechoslovakian woman takes center stage, lecturing law enforcement about oaths, communism, and freedom like she's rewriting the Constitution on the spot. Her intensity is undeniable, but so is her confusion. She's quoting half-truths with full passion, and every sentence digs a hole deeper. The clash between her conviction and the officer's silence makes this moment electric.
Presenting today to wake people up to realize that we all want to live in freedom. We want to have freedom to live, to take care of our families, and to exercise our God-given rights. We don't need another man to give us some permission to buy a land and to raise our children and create a happy life. That's what I came to America for, but it seems like it doesn't exist here anymore. And it's very important that you take it to your heart and really decide, who do you want to serve? Who are you serving? So when these politicians, who don't realize either, they've been also, bamboozled and indoctrinated. Yeah, come here and serve, take the seat. Okay, but it's a foreign corporation, and the law tells you that's their own law they've created, because everything has to be done in transparency.
And they worship the devil, too, by the way. They worship the devil.
And so the way how you know is, I call when the COVID-19 came, it was actually a blessing, because it showed you. I don't know about you here and what kind of codes you were supposed to enforce, but have you ever been enforcing, the masks, that people have to wear a mask? I don't know if you had to wear a mask, that was showing to you that this is not right, okay? That another corporation, the CDC or the health organization can dictate what people do with their own bodies. So I hope that this is a little awakening, little education, and that you really realize that, I either serve a corporation or I serve the people. And the people are your brothers and sisters. These people are same people like you. You just put on uniform, and so when you put on the uniform, it's an honor. It's a sacred honor to uphold the rights of the people, the Constitution, that are secured through the Constitution. So I just wanted to let you know what true sheriff does and who the sheriff really serves. So thank you.
There's something really important that Mickey's got to say, because you guys are going to be getting this document pretty soon. You're going to have to make a decision.
Well, unfortunately, we've done a forensics report, you guys, and the people that you're currently collecting a paycheck from, currently at this point in time, are asking you to commit acts of treason by protecting a foreign insurgency. So we're going to be serving each and every one of you with personal liability. We're very personally liable for our actions under the common law. So personally, you guys are each liable for probably around $200,000 to $500,000 per person that serves you a document. And we're just giving you an opportunity to cure, okay? So we'll give you 8 days to either basically resign and come work for us, come work for the de jure, because I have the feeling you probably signed an oath of office thinking you were signing an oath of office to the original republic for which our forefathers stand.
Now the narrative hits peak irony. She drops that America is a corporation claim, a favorite in the world of pseudo-legal fantasy. The narrator cuts through it with precision, exposing how they twist a simple legal filing into a full-blown conspiracy. It's the perfect mix of comedy and tragedy. People who genuinely think they've uncovered hidden truth, standing firm against facts that won't bend to belief.
We know the value of your gold and silver that you're
We can check the spot price right now online. It's very easy. It's in between $25 and $35 right now.
Real money.
Real money.
Real money.
That's what we deal in.
They call it a Hippocratic oath for a reason.
Go ahead.
Well, so what I think it's important to note is that just about every county right now is trying to steal your land. Not just trying, and they usually do it through tacit, non-consensual agreements. So when you signed or you registered to vote here, when you signed a marriage certificate, when you signed your children into the hospital, when you signed their birth certificate, when you signed your driver's license, all of these things are scams to not only steal everything that you own, your entire estate, your children, and your land. Now, the way that they've actually stolen the land is quite fascinating. They just created an overlay of zip codes, then they claim them. But the thing about it is they can't claim your land. Land can only be passed from one sovereign to the next. It cannot be passed to a foreign corporation. So what they're doing is they're claiming your land because you haven't, and that way when you die, they can take it from your heirs. So that's why we need to get a little smarter about operating in the private, setting up our own private trusts, and claiming our land. It's like far and away. All you need is a bunch of little, white flags and some posts so you can get your meets and bounds, and then you can claim your land, and therefore you can then pass it on to your heirs. So one of the things we're doing immediately for operational restoration is we're setting up a PMA, a social compact, where we're providing refuge for people that want to come back and get their land back from the county. We're talking 4.5 million people in Maricopa County, of which they have every single person, this right here, this Maricopa County Assessor's Office.
Which means no one's here working.
No one's even here working.
Today's
They've
March
already stolen your land, and they're just banking on the fact that you're going to die and not
running around in the
So if I may, the way how it's done, so you have a land, you have a physical land that can be only described in physical meets and bounds. And when you go to purchase a property, let's actually wait for the gentleman to hear this too, because this is very important. I'm hoping that
all the security is not held. God forbid they have any
They're there. So when you go to purchase a property, you have a realtor, right? And they show you the actual land. They show you the front yard, they show you the backyard, they show you the house. You walk through the house, right? You love the barbecue and say, yeah, I want this house. Okay, then they shove you through this escrow process. And in that moment, what they've done, they taken the description of the land and they took you into a fiction. Okay, and the way how they do it, as Mickey was saying, through the assessor. So when our country was invaded, they created this federal territory overlay on top of the land. So the actual land is described in the meets and bounds, which is done through the surveyors, licensed surveyors map. So you have one map that's describing the actual land in the meets and bounds. It basically tells you from this pipe to this pipe, there is so much, feet, then you have to go at that degree to the next pipe, and that's how you describe the
Legal
actual
description.
No, lawful description.
The meets and bounds
That's a lawful
Legal
description.
description.
The legal description is that when they take it at the end of escrow into the fiction, and that's the assessor's map. And they did it so they can assess the property taxes, because you cannot tax private land, but you can tax an estate, and that's how they do it. That they take the surveyor's map, they create another map through the assessor's office called the assessor's map. Yep. And now this land is no longer described in the physical meets and bounds, but it's described through a legal description, through a new map that was created
APN.
in order for them to take you in the, I call it the legal la-la land, okay, into the fiction. And you think you are buying a property, but no, you are actually buying an interest on their parcel. And the way how you know is just...
And here it is, the emotional explosion. Karen shifts from legal jargon to moral warfare, asking, who do you serve? While accusing politicians of devil worship and control. It's less courtroom and more cult sermon now. What makes this moment powerful isn't just her words, it's a conviction behind them. She truly believes she's fighting evil itself. It's dramatic, unsettling, and impossible to look away.
If you paid all your property, if you paid for the house that you own, how come, let's say you get a disease and something bad happens to you and you can no longer afford to pay the property taxes, that the county can come and steal your house that it's paid for? How is that done? This is how it's done.
It's all done through fraud.
And people don't even realize that actually they are not foreclosing on the actual land, but they are foreclosing on a fiction, on APN number, which doesn't exist. It only exists as a creation of the mind. Okay? So the solution is people need to wake up and they need to make claim to the land that's actually sitting abundant.
It's abundant.
It's abundant.
It's abundant. This is how you win every war, is the land. They knew that. They knew they had to con us out of our land and keep us poor generation to generation to generation, so that they could basically just steal our country.
Enslave us. We're slaves.
We are slaves, and we are all slaves.
The word mortgage comes from the root word mort, which is mortician, and gauge, which is wish. So a mortgage is a 30-year sentence with interest.
It's a death pledge. It's a death pledge.
At this point, the delusion deepens. They now accuse the deputies of treason and claim to have the power to hire them under their imaginary republic. The narrator's dry sarcasm cuts through, mocking their silver coin economy and papal authority. What we're seeing here is pure theater, each side playing their role, one grounded in law, the other trapped in fantasy, both stuck in a surreal standoff.
To pay for it. So there's no proof that the bank even funded it in the first place.
And they didn't.
Because there's no money. There's no money. Money was taken away through the Emergency Banking Act in 1933. So if there is no money, they couldn't just take the money. They had to create a system. It's basically the credit system through the trust. You can only discharge, set off, or terminate the debt if you have no way to pay for anything. So what I like to really stress out to people is, if you look at all the foreclosures where people's lives were ruined, where families were ruined, people committed suicide for nothing. Okay, for nothing, because they left a land that they settled on. This is the American dream, that you can own a land, you can nurture the land, you can live from the land, and then you pass it to your heirs. Okay, this is the American dream that so many brave men put their life to, and we just gave it away. So this is really the call to people. You need to claim the land that you settled on. You are the settler.
Claimed mine.
All right, now it goes off the rails. Karen dives into her grand theory that everyone's land has been stolen through zip codes and fictional maps. She speaks with absolute certainty, painting a world where geography itself has betrayed her. The narrator's breakdown of her logic is priceless, mocking yet revealing. This isn't just confusion, it's a full rewrite of reality, and she's the only one who believes the script.
County, hey, listen, I'm no longer participating in this federal territory overlay, and I actually would like to invite you, come and locate the APN number, come and locate your number on my property, because I think it's trespassing on my property. And of course, they won't be able to, right? So we can return the APN number to them, right? And once you return the APN number, it's no longer on your property. And should the APN number come back to your property, well, now it's subjected to $5,000 per day per person trespass fee.
Now, what you guys don't know about Lenka is that she is a de jure sheriff. That she is a de jure sheriff of Southern California, and she's brave.
It means that basically, as I was explaining to the corporate sheriffs down the hall here, is that they work for a corporation. Okay? So when people unslave from the corporation and they claim their rights and who they are, we call it the corrective status, that you are one of the people. which is the authority. Well, then you can appoint and elect your own sheriffs of the people, right? So that's the de jure sheriff, of the people, for the people, by the people. And to me, it just happened because I guess when the scamdemic rolled in and moms and dads were being arrested for having to wear muzzles to feed their families, you know, no one was standing up for them. And so I was basically teaching people how to exercise your right, how to actually have your public servants to serve you, not the other way around. And so that's how I took this.
Can you imagine if every de jure sheriff acted the same? And how do you, have we?
The finale delivers a masterpiece. The mortgage equals death pledge revelation. She proudly explains how homeownership is a trap, completely misreading the term while convinced she's decoded a secret system. The narrator wraps it perfectly, half amused, half amazed by how far the fantasy's gone. And that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.
Loyalty and or authority to anyone who hasn't signed an oath of office to us. When you sign an oath of office to us and you're working for us, it is night and day. It's night and day.
And I can actually show anyone my oath of office, you know, that's legitimate, and it's an honor to have it, and I'm just here to serve. I don't get paid. So this is all volunteering because I love freedom and I love America, and that's what I give.
Is that California?
We don't have freedom. We don't have
California Republic, that's correct. Yeah, California Republic, which once again, all these seats are sitting vacant, okay? And people just have to populate these offices, turn the light on, and start self-governing.
So let's simplify that. You have two governments. You have a de facto and a de jure. The de jure will never fail because it's set up by the forefathers, okay? De jure is a republic. It will never fail for lack of a trustee. We just have to seed it. Guys, stop watching the fake, phony, false, fake news, fake government, fake everything, and start watching the real stuff. This is the real news. This is what real de jure sheriffs do, okay?
Yes.
They work for us. On top of that, I have the land patent for almost all of Maricopa County, as in we pulled the patent, and now everyone can follow the process and procedure to simply claim your land and pass it down to your heirs.
Yeah.
So this really is the start of a new. We're out with the old guard and in with the new.
Now, about time.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
you guys.
Thank you so much. Woo!
By the way, KPN, assessor's parcel number.
Assessor's parcel fiction, which is fiction.
It's not Chip's parcel number, it's not Lincoln's parcel number, it's their parcel number.
So crazy. Empty.
I have my oath of office. I have my expired badge. I need to. It's my service.
Cool. I met you at I see you a couple times. I think the first thing was
It's so funny, we accidentally came out on this floor. I know. It was such a great office to see there's nobody in there. What is going on?
Yeah, now I've been
Two elevators. Can you guys go in another one?
Go in elevators so they don't get stuck this time. These guys want to go over their families.
Do we have too much weight? One more. One more.
We're just gonna do two elevators, one down, one story.
Oh, really?
See you guys down. We're down one more story.